शांति शांति ओम शांति शांति अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो होगा दूर अंधेरा शिव का कर लो ध्यान आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा
Shiv Baba incarnated from Brahma element, and he says the sound of Om. He says the sweet word from the mouth of Brahma. He says the sound of Om. Shiv Baba incarnated from Brahma element. With the sweet sound of Om, you did transformation. You taught love, peace, happiness, and you transformed everyone's life. Adi Dev Prajapita says the sound of Om. He says the sound of Om through the mouth of Brahma. Shiv Baba incarnated from Brahma element and says the sound of Om.
सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत ज्ञान के मोती
His face is
मुख पर
bright
चमकती जो
and there is a star shining in his forehead. His divine vision and divine words. He says the sound of Om. He says the sweet sound from the mouth of Brahma. He says Om. Could everyone hear the translation of the song? Could everyone hear the translation of the song? Yes? Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Happy Sadguruvar. The one who resides in the Brahma element, he comes in the corporeal world. He comes in the body of Brahma. And he gives one teaching. He gives us the awareness to the soul that what is your aim? What is the aim of knowledge? What is the aim of yoga? What is the importance of imbibing dharanas? What is the basis of success of the service? Second lesson. Even while staying in the body, we have to practice being detached from this body while in the body. While staying in the body, you practice leaving the body. So you renounce body consciousness, you renounce arrogance of the body, you renounce any fame or defamation. When the soul is detached from the body, he stabilizes in the silence and goes back in silence and with self-respect. There is arrogance of science which helps to transform this old world, but the power of silence and intoxication of silence transform the souls. It gives us practical proof. So today, Baba is asking us to check our charts. How much is your life elevated and Sato Pradhan? It is said, simple living, high thinking. It's not just high thinking, but your life becomes elevated, and the basis of that is you stay beyond the arrogance of body or the body consciousness. Today is 30th October. Essence. Sweet children, you now have to remain very, very simple. When you wear expensive, fashionable clothes, body consciousness comes. Baba says your yoga breaks. Then your yoga will be with that expensive, fashionable thing. So if you are wearing a nice watch, or if you are using a pen, Parker pen, then your yoga will be with the pen or the watch, that I shouldn't lose it. So if the thing is simple and reasonable, not very expensive, it should be clean and not expensive one, and that is simplicity. And simplicity is royalty. There is fortune in the renunciation. Essence. Sweet children, you now have to remain very, very simple. When you wear expensive, fashionable clothes, body consciousness comes. Question. In which aspect do some children become lazy if they don't have a high status in their fortune? Answer. Baba says, children, in order to reform yourselves, keep your chart. There is a lot of benefit in keeping a chart of your remembrance. Always keep a notebook with you. Check for how long you stayed in remembrance of the Father. What is your register like? Is your character divine? Third thing, do you stay in remembrance of Baba while doing everything? It is only when you have remembrance your rust can be removed and your fortune can become elevated. Song. No one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. You sweetest children must definitely have a picture of Lakshmi and Narayan in your homes. You experience great happiness on seeing it because it is the aim and objective of the study. Now in Baba's room there is translate picture of Baba. In early 60s, there was no translate for Baba's room. It happened in late 70s. So there is a museum in Jaipur. There was special Lakshmi Narayan picture there. So Baba wrote me, you sit in front of Lakshmi Narayan picture and see yourself. Seeing their picture, you imagine your picture that this is me. So that picture is like a mirror. So Lakshmi Narayan picture is a mirror, and that tells us that we have to be kind, divine like them. We have to become full of all virtues, and we have to see whether we have all the virtues like they have. Is our life elevated like they have? So we check ourselves. You experience great happiness on seeing it because it is the aim and objective of this study. You know that you are students and that God is teaching you. You are God's students. You are studying this study. Everyone's aim is the same. Let there be great happiness on seeing this picture. You children heard the song. He is the Lord who is very innocent. Some consider Shankar to be innocent God. They have mixed up Shiva with Shankar. You now know that Shiva is God, the highest on high, and that Shankar is a deity. So how could they be one and the same? So when God speaks, He reveals the secret of the beginning, middle, and the end. Because there is a drum in Shankar's hand, but in fact it should be in Shiv Baba's hand. You know that Shiva is God, the highest on high, and that Shankar is a deity. So how could they be one and the same? You also heard in the song that he is the protector of the devotees. So in South India, fathers and sons' name are in one name, like Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. So Mohanlal is the name, Karamchand is the father's name, and Gandhi is their last name. So that's how they have also mixed Shiva and Shankar. You also heard in the song that he is the protector of the devotees. The devotees must definitely be experiencing calamities. There are the calamities of the 5 vices for everyone. Everyone is a devotee. No one can be called a knowledgeable soul. Just as Shiva and Shankar are separate, so this knowledge and devotion are also completely separate. Once you receive this knowledge, devotion doesn't remain. You become the masters of the land of happiness. You receive salvation for half a cycle. Through just one signal, you attain your inheritance for half a cycle. You can see how many difficulties the devotees have. Through this knowledge, you become deities. Then, when the devotees are in difficulty, that is, when they experience sorrow, the Father comes. The Father explains according to the drama, whatever happened in the past has to repeat again. Then, when worshipping begins, the path of sin, which means the path of becoming impure, begins. In this, the number one vice is lust. So in the swastika, the line goes to the left. So first it goes to left and then it comes down. First the line goes towards right and then comes down. And in the copper age, it comes down and then goes to the wrong direction. So swastika shows our own stage. Baba has explained that in Murli's. When worshipping begins, the path of sin, which means the path of becoming impure, begins. In this, the number one vice is lust. It is said of this, by conquering lust, you become conquerors of the world. They don't gain victory. No one in the kingdom of Ravan can take birth without vice. The kingdom of Ravan doesn't exist in the golden age. If Ravan were to exist there too, what would God establish the kingdom of Rama for? A father is so much concerned that all his children remain happy. He accumulates wealth to give to his children to keep them happy. However, it is not like that here. This is a world of sorrow. This is a world of sorrow, and you get the fruit of it. And where do you use the wealth? So it is said, whatever grandfather earned, the father ate that wealth, and the grandchildren lost them. The unlimited Father says you experience happiness for birth after birth here. You receive plenty of wealth there. You don't experience sorrow. You don't experience sorrow for 21 births. No one goes bankrupt there. Let your intellects imbibe these things, and you can stay very happy internally. Your knowledge and yoga are completely incognito. You don't have physical weapons, etc. They don't have physical weapons, etc. Your knowledge and yoga are completely incognito. You don't have physical weapons, etc. The Father explains, the sword is of this knowledge. They have symbolized this with physical weapons on the goddesses. Those who study the scriptures, etc., never say that this sword is of knowledge or bracelet of knowledge. Only the unlimited Father can explain this. They believe that since the Shakti army gained victory, they must definitely have had weapons. The Father comes and tells you about all of these mistakes. Many people will listen to all of these things of yours. Even the scholars, etc., will come one day. He is the unlimited Father. It is only by following Srimad that you children will come one day. He is the unlimited Father. It is by following Srimad that you children can benefit yourself. Your body consciousness will then break. This is why wealthy people don't come here. The Father says, renounce all arrogance of your bodies. People have intoxication of their fine clothes. You are now in a state of simplicity. You are now going to your in-laws' home. There you will have plenty of ornaments to wear. You must not wear expensive clothes here. The Father says, remain very simple. Whatever actions I perform, others will perform similarly. You children also have to remain very simple, otherwise you have body consciousness. All of that causes a lot of damage. You know that you are going to your in-laws' home. There you will receive plenty of jewelry. You must not wear jewelry, etc. here. Nowadays, there is a great deal of robbery, etc. Robbers rob you in the streets. Day by day, this kind of upheaval, etc., will continue to increase. This is why the Father says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember me. By becoming body consciousness, you forget the Father. It is only at this time that you have to make effort. Later on, on the path of devotion, You won't need to make this effort. You are now at the confluence age. You know that the Father comes at this most elevated confluence age. War will definitely take place. Many atomic bombs, etc., continue to be manufactured. No matter how much you beat your heads for them to stop doing that, it is not possible. It is fixed in the drama. Even when you try to explain them, they don't understand. Death definitely has to take place. Therefore, how could they stop doing that? They understand everything, and yet they don't stop manufacturing them. This is fixed in the drama. The Yadavas and Kauravas have to be destroyed. Yadavas are the people who live in Europe. They are proud of their science through which destruction takes place. Then there is victory through the pride of silence. You are taught to have the pride of silence. Remember the Father. Dead silence. I, a soul, am detached from this body. Does anyone else make effort to leave his body as we do? So we practice leaving the body. Does anyone else make this kind of effort that we do? Go and search throughout the whole world. Is there anyone else who says, "Oh soul, I now have to leave this body. Become pure. Otherwise, you will experience punishment." Who experiences punishment? The bodies don't experience punishment. The souls experience punishment. As it is as if the film is revised from Kalpa ago. At that time, souls receive visions of the sins they have committed and the punishment that they are to receive for those sins. At such a time, that soul feels as though he is receiving the punishment of many births. If so much sorrow is experienced, what would be the balance of happiness that remains? So if the soul hasn't made pure himself before going to home, he would have to experience punishment, and then there would be little stage, not very elevated stage in the golden age. So he got a roti, he got a bread, but he got bread after beating, having been beat. So you practice that I leave this body in a blissful stage, in the self-respect that I am a divine yogi, I the soul is leaving this body after settling all my accounts. Otherwise, what is the balance? The Father says you must not perform any more sinful acts. Keep your register. In every school they keep a character. They keep a register of everyone's activity and behavior. Even the education minister says the character of Bharat is not so good now. Tell them we are making our characters like those of Lakshmi and Narayan. Constantly keep a picture of Lakshmi and Narayan with you. This is your aim and objective. We are becoming like them. We are establishing the original eternal deity religion by following Srimad. Everyone's activity and behavior is being reformed here. You hold a court here. Children at all the centers must also hold a court. So just how Baba used to hold a court if someone made a mistake or what happened, tell them keep your chart every day so that you can be reformed. It is not in if it is not in someone's fortune he becomes lazy. It is very good to keep your chart. You understand that by knowing the cycle of 84 births, you become rulers of the globe. It is so easy. However, you also have to become pure. Keep your chart of the pilgrimage of remembrance. You will benefit a great deal by doing that. If you don't keep a note of it, it can be understood that you do not remember Baba. You must always have your notebook with you. You have to keep your chart. For how long did I remember the Father? Unless you have remembrance, your rust cannot be removed. In order for rust to be removed from something, it is put into paraffin. While doing everything, remember the Father and you will receive the fruit of your efforts. It does take effort. You won't be crowned just like that. Baba is giving you such a high status, therefore, some effort does have to be made. You do not have to use your hands or feet, etc. here. This study is absolutely easy. Your intellects are aware of what you are being made into by Shiv Baba through Brahma. Wherever you go, you must always have your badge with you. Tell them, in fact, this is our coat of arms. There has to be a great royalty in explaining to others. Explain with a lot of sweetness. Explain the coat of arms. Also explain what a loving intellect is and what a non-loving intellect is. Do you know the Father? You wouldn't call your physical father God. Only the unlimited Father is the purifier and the ocean of happiness. It is only from Him that you receive an abundance of happiness. On the path of ignorance, they believe that their mother and father give them happiness. Then they are sent to their in-laws' home. Yours is the unlimited in-laws house. Those are a limited ones. Perhaps that mother and father might give you 5 to 7 million or a billion. The Father has named you the children who are going to become multi-millionaires. There, it is not a question of wealth. You receive everything there. The palaces there are very beautiful. You receive palaces for birth after birth. There is the example of Sudama. People have heard about the handful of rice, and so they also bring that here. However, you can't eat rice by itself. Therefore, they also bring a few spices, etc. They bring it with so much love. They understand that Baba will provide them for birth after birth. This is why he is called the bestower. On the path of devotion, you give in the name of God, and this is why you receive something short-lived in your next birth. So when someone is doing agriculture business, they grow something and cut the crops in 6 months or 3 months, but this is unlimited. We eat the fruit of it for birth after birth. Didi is sharing that. When someone gives something to the poor or opens a college, then in return for that donation, he receives an education in his next birth. If he builds a guest house for pilgrims, then because of the many who stayed and experienced happiness there, he receives a good home to stay in. The father says, here, however, it is a matter of birth after birth. Here, you know that whatever you give to Shiv Baba is going to be used for you. Shiv Baba doesn't keep anything for himself. He told this one, give everything you have and you will become the master of the world. He was granted a vision of destruction and a vision of the kingdom. He became so intoxicated that Baba was making him into the master of the world. In the Gita, it says that Arjuna was granted a vision and told, remember me, and this is what you will become. He was granted a vision of destruction and establishment. This one's mercury of happiness also rose from the beginning. This was part of the drama. No one knows this lucky chariot, therefore, you children have to keep this aim and objective in your intellects. We are becoming this. To the extent that you make effort, you will accordingly claim a high status. It is remembered, follow the Father. That refers to this time. The unlimited Father says, follow the advice I give you. I also tell you what this one did. God is also called a businessman, the jewel merchant and the magician. Baba suddenly gave up everything. Previously, he was a jeweler of physical jewels, and he has now become a jeweler of the imperishable jewels of this knowledge. So it is such great magic to change hell into heaven. He is also the businessman. Baba makes such a good bargain with you, children. He takes your straws and handfuls of rice and gives you palaces in return. He enables us to earn such great incomes. The business of diamonds and jewels also take place in this way. When an American customer comes, he is charged 500 or 1000 rupees for something that cost 100 rupees. They charge him a lot of money. You have the most ancient thing of all, and that is this ancient yoga. So the God teaches us Raj Yoga, and that is the ancient of all. You have now found the innocent Lord. He is so innocent. Just look what he makes you into. In return for your straws, look what he is making you into for 21 births. Human beings don't understand anything. Sometimes they say that innocent Lord gave them something. Sometimes they say that Amba gave them that. Sometimes they say that their Guru gave them that. Here, this is a study. You are sitting in this godly university. This Gita is also called the Godly University. God speaks is written in the Gita, but no one knows who God is. Ask anyone, do you know the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? The Father is the master of the garden. He is changing you from thorns into flowers. That is called the garden of Allah. Europeans speak of paradise. Ask anyone, do you know the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? The Father is the master of the garden. He is changing you from thorns into flowers. That is called the garden of Allah. Europeans speak of paradise. Bharat truly was a land of angels. It is now a graveyard. You are now becoming the masters of the land of angels again. The Father has come to awaken those who are sleeping. They are sleeping in the sleep of ignorance or carelessness. You know this number-wise according to the efforts you make. Those who have woken up will also wake up others. If someone doesn't wake others up, it means that he himself hasn't yet woken up. Therefore, the Father explains, these songs, etc., are also fixed in the drama. Some songs are very good. When you are unhappy, play these songs and you will become very happy. There is a song, O traveler of the night, do not become weary. The dawn is not far away. This song too is very good. The night is now coming to an end. People believe that the more worshipping they do, the sooner they will find God. When they have vision of Hanuman, etc., they believe that they have found God. The Father says all of those visions, etc., are fixed in the drama. They are given a vision of whomever they have a feeling of devotion for, but there is no one really like that. The Father has said, so if someone worship the idol of Hanuman or Ganesh, and if they have lot of feelings for them, there is no human being like them, but they get vision according to their feelings. Didi was sharing that the Father has said, all of you must also have your badges with you. Many different types of badge are made. This badge is very good for explaining to others. You are the spiritual military. The military always have their insignia. When you children have your badges with you, you have the intoxication that this is what you are becoming. We are students. Baba is changing us from humans into deities. Human beings worship deities. Deities do not worship deities. Here, ordinary human beings worship deities because deities are elevated. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual fathers say namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, constantly keep your aim and objective in your intellect. Always keep a picture of Lakshmi and Narayan with you. Stay happy, knowing that you are studying in order to become like them. We are now God's student. Second point. Give your old straw and handful of rice and receive a palace in return. Follow Father Brahma and become a jeweler of the imperishable jewels of this knowledge. Blessing. May you be a master bestower of support for all by being a victorious jewels on the basis of faith. May you be a master bestower of support for all by being a victorious jewel on the basis of faith. Explanation. Because the children whose intellects have faith become victorious, they constantly dance in happiness. They do not speak about their victory, but because of being victorious, they increase the courage in others. They do not try to make anyone look small, but they become master bestowers of support. The same as the Father, that is, they lift them up when they are down. They constantly stay far away from any waste. To step away from waste is to become victorious. Such victorious children become master bestowers of support for everyone. They stay away from waste. Such victorious children become master bestowers of support for everyone. Slogan: only those who serve with selflessness and a stage that is free from sin become embodiments of success. Avyak signal. Experiment on yourself and others with your mind with the powers of yoga. In order to experiment with yoga, you have to underline even more having purity in your vision and attitude. Make the foundation of your thoughts pure, knowledgeful, and powerful. No matter how much someone who comes in front of you has been wandering and become distressed with waves of sorrow and may think that it is impossible to remain happy. As soon as he comes in front of you, let your image, your attitude, and your vision transform that soul. This is how to experiment with yoga. Who is called a yogi? That's it. It gives the sign of that Om Shanti. Today is Sadguruvar and we will offer bhog. So this is an announcement for the residents.
पंचेंद्रिय का छोड़ दे बंधन, तन मन से तू हो जा समर्पण। पंचेंद्रिय का छोड़ दे बंधन, तन मन से तू हो जा समर्पण। दिव्य ज्योतिर्मय देह धारण कर, बाबा के पास जा हो के मगन। प्रेम की डोर में मोती पिरो के, प्रेम की डोर में मोती पिरो के, कर ले सच्चा श्रृंगार। उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे बन के फरिश्ता बाबा से मिलना, देना संदेश हमारा। बन के फरिश्ता बाबा से मिलना, देना संदेश हमारा। याद प्यार हम सबका देना, लावतन का नजारा। सच्ची लगन से बन जा बाबा के, सच्ची लगन से बन जा बाबा के। तू गले को हार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार हो, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे
तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी। बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं। हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, हर पल को सफल बना देंगे। तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। आप रहो संग संग बाबा, यूं ही आप रहो संग संग बाबा। इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या। लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते।
बाबा तेरे हम रहे यही का सार है, बाबा तेरे हम रहे यही जिंदगी का सार है। इस भरे संसार में तेरा प्यार ही आधार है, इस भरे संसार में तेरा प्यार ही आधार है। बाबा तेरे हम रहे। अधिकार है बाबा, तू ही एक जिस पर बच्चों का अधिकार है। बाबा तेरे हम रहे। हमने ढूंढा आप जैसा बाबा कोई ना मिला, हमने ढूंढा आप जैसा बाबा कोई ना मिला। जिसको अपना कह सके ऐसा ही तेशी ना मिला, जिसको अपना कह सके ऐसा ही तेशी ना मिला। हमको बाबा न मिला, तुझ में अपनी बस्ती देखी, तू ही बस संसार है। तुझ में अपनी बस्ती देखी, तू ही बस संसार है। बाबा तेरे हम रहे।